There are two awesome things about this intro clip to today's video. First of all, one, we're driving the S15, so that's point one why today's video is going to be epic. Two, we're starting off with Starbucks. So if you don't know by now that today's going to be an epic vlog, then I guess you haven't been watching too long. Enjoying my nice caramel macchiato with a new toy that arrived today from Amazon. And I'm sure you can tell behind me, but we are in Roab and John's storage yard. And we're gonna be plugging into the OBD port on the Mini. And I'm gonna try and diagnose that engine light issue and read all the codes out of it. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you guys have been giving me a ton of information in the comment section about all the problems that these Minis have. And to be frank, I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie, depending on the results that I find out today. Also, I got all my tools in the S15, so I'm gonna jack this up and check that lower control arm. But if the results come back that this may be a little bit more to bite off, and you know what I'm trying to say. If this is gonna be a lot more involved and it's got all those major issues that you guys are pointing out, we might just take it back to the auctions and get rid of it. As you guys know, this was pretty much an accidental purchase. Wasn't really looking to buy a Mini or anything like that. It's just I was bidding on super cheap cars for fun, and we kind of won this one really cheap, like stupid cheap. And yeah, so I'm trying to make the best of it. If it's gonna work out to be, you know, in my favor and have a bit of fun with it, then we can do that. I checked out wheel sizes in the rear. We can get some really small, like 13s and 12s on here, with some PVC piping, no problem. So we can use this as a PVC drift car. But I also wanted this thing to kind of be a little bit of a fun daily for May to learn manual and stick shift in. But if she's gonna have a lot of problems with maintenance and stuff like that, and it's gonna cost a fortune, then there's no point. Anyways, this thing, it's been raining a lot recently. So we got the OBD scanner. Let's plug in, see what codes we get, and work out where we're going from here. So this thing is connecting right now to the computer, I guess. And we're gonna see what the engine light code is for. I've already reset the servicing light. Oh, there we go. Codes found 4. Great. Read codes. Here we go. Why do I keep hearing like a water slushing around sound? It's weird. Evaporative emission system purge control valve circuit shorted. Okay. Apparently generic one is $13. All right. Heater control circuit low bank 1 sensor. What is the heater control? What is this stuff? Heater control circuit. Camshaft position sensor. Uh-oh. What is this stored $13 here for? Evaporative emission system purge control valve circuit shorted. Okay, so seems like there's something wrong with the heater control and the camshaft position sensor. Great. It's not exactly what I wanted to hear. Let's erase codes and see if it comes back. Erase trouble codes, are you sure? Yes. Yes. Hopefully they don't come back. If they come back, I'm gonna do some research on these items, and if they're gonna be stupid expensive to fix, we are saying goodbye. Nope, codes came back instantly. Let's have a look. Reading codes. Yep, we're back. Same codes back. Evaporative emission system purge control, heater control, camshaft position sensor. So something to do with the heater and the cam position sensor and the evaporative emission system purge control valve. Circuit is shorted. So something's up. What's IM readiness? I don't even know what that means. Ooh. No idea. Okay, well that's great. Let's look at live data, hey? So this thing's definitely got some issues with it, which also probably explains why this thing has starting issues right away, because there's something wrong with the... Oh, this is kind of cool. You can see everything here. Interesting. All right, anyways, so that's a bit of information for me to know what's up. I'm kind of a bit bummed because that seems like a lot of things that we're going to have to look into. I'm just going to film these real quick. If you guys know what any of this stuff is going to be, please let me know in the comment section. So that's the first one. It's the second one. It's the third one. And the fourth one. So I don't know if this is all common Mini issues, but we might have to take this thing back to the auction house if this is going to be junk. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm really starting to think maybe the Mini's destiny is going to be going back to the auction house at this point. I'm gonna jack up the car because I just had a bit of a look under there, and the lower front control arm may actually be completely, like, the bushes may be completely destroyed. So I've got the jack and the Sylvia, jack that thing up, we'll check it out. It's not looking good. I think the condition of that Mini is in way more bad, like way worse than we were anticipating, which is probably why it sold so cheap. It was in the no claim section and stuff like that, so I'm also not surprised. But let's get this thing jacked up and see. If there's nothing wrong with it, then maybe it's worth keeping. We'll see. So I think I found the big problem. It's not looking too good. But here, let me zoom on this bush here for this lower control arm and check this out. Ready? How did I do this before? Like this, I think. Look at this. Look at that. That bush is so shot. Look at that. So that's where all the noise is coming from. It's not engine mounts. So I kind of feel dumb for ordering engine mounts. It looks like it's that bush there. But the big issue with that is, from what I've read from you guys, is that if that bush is gone, it can actually destroy the whole lower control arm. So now I'm worried if that's going to mean that we have to replace the whole lower control arm now. But yeah, this thing is way worse condition than I was anticipating. Hopefully those codes aren't like too much of a big deal and there may be easy fixes. We do need new engine mounts. Like, these are definitely worn here. You saw the cracks and splits in these ones here, that's for sure. So these are definitely shot. So these do need replacing. So it's not a bad thing that I ordered them. I'm just now kind of thinking maybe I should just take this to the auctions and cut my losses with it. So I don't know. A few other things I noticed as well is the suspension is completely shot in it. It's like all split up in here too. Let's try and focus in on that so you guys can get an idea of what I'm talking about. But like, it's cracked in here, like all in here, around like the top of collar. You can see there. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this now. Yeah. I think I'm gonna wait to see what you guys say in the comment section before I make my final call to see if this thing's gonna be worth it. Because, yeah, there's I don't even know where the cam angle sensor is on this thing. Maybe that's it down there, which is behind a freaking engine mount. This engine mount looks fine. Looks like we just need this top engine mount. And that lower control arm is just completely shot. So, this is one of those moments where I am not going to let this beat me down. We still bought something that we can have fun with, even though if it's only going to be for this one moment right now. I'll put the camera down and I'll show you what I mean. you know what? I take that back. The thing doesn't even have enough power to do a skid. Well, I think this is where I'm going to leave the Mini for now, until I figure out what the hell I'm going to do with this thing. I'm going to do some research, look up that lower control arm. I think what my plans are going to be is just fix it, fix the obvious issues. We'll try to fix the codes that are coming up on the OBD reader, and then we'll flip it. We'll list it up and sell it. We may even, once I do some research tonight, we may even just take it back to the auctions and get rid of it if those errors mean big money and big jobs. So I don't really want to spend too much money on this thing. I got it super cheap. I knew there was going to be problems with it. Wasn't expecting this much. And it was an accidental purchase. It was not something I set out to buy whatsoever. So it doesn't really mean much to me, I guess. So I wouldn't feel bad if I got rid of it right away. But anyways, curious to know what you guys think in the comment section. For now, I'm going to pack up, jump back in the S15, but kind of bummed. I just got home, and yes, I have to duck out of my office door. This is literally where my head comes to in my office door. This is the only door that's like that because this is a traditional Japanese room. You can see the tatami mats there. Anyways, I think we're gonna be taking a hard pass on this Mini. We might get another one later on, but from what I've just been doing with some Googling on those OBD2 codes and stuff like that, it's probably not looking good. Plus the engine mounts and the suspension and the lower control arm. I think it's best we skip this one. Kind of sucks, but I'm still gonna wait to see what you guys say in the comment section. But also, let's just ignore Mini stuff for now because that's kind of a depressing story. We couldn't even do a skid in it. Merch. A lot of you guys who have been asking about Miata merch and how long it was going to take to arrive and things like that, I've been getting my DMs blown up by you guys who ordered and are finally getting their stuff now, which is super awesome. I'm so excited and happy that finally you guys are getting all of that stuff in the States with all the COVID related delays and stuff like that. And I know a lot of you were updated. You guys were paying attention to all the updates I was putting on my Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, and the big post on the website as well. But I'm just super thrilled that you guys are finally getting it. It sucks that it took so long. Things have kind of normalized now. There is still a 2-month wait on anything that's being shipped now because they still aren't allowing airmail. But we do have DHL that we're setting up now on the website. Hopefully they'll be ready for the next drop. But for now, guys, if you still haven't gotten yourself any of the new merch drop, the Function Over Form, the Evo shirt, the Skyline shirt, make sure you go to SAMMIT.net and grab yourself some now before the next drop. We're coming into winter too, so I'm starting to look into some hoodies and stuff. And probably in the next month or so, all shipping should be back to normal here in Japan. They're even talking about, recently I heard on the news that they're thinking about opening the borders for international tourists again by the end of this month, which is super exciting. Not trying to get my hopes up either, but still, it'd be super cool. Anyways, guys, SAMMIT.net, get yourself some merch while you still can. There's still a whole bunch available. And with that, I don't know what we're doing next, but let's get to that. I did have a few more things planned for tonight, but I just found out I'm actually going driving tomorrow, so I need to wrap things up, go to bed super early because I need to be up at 4:30 tomorrow morning. We're going to Nikko Circuit. It's going to be an epic day. But that aside, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video nonetheless. I'm a little bit upset about the Mini, but I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to just fix it and maybe it'll be okay, but I'm also worried about all those errors that were coming through on the scanner, because I remember someone was telling me about how the wiring looms in these cars have a bunch of shorting issues and problems, and if that's the case, it's like a huge expensive ordeal to replace that loom. But anyways, hopefully maybe it's something easy that we can fix. Looking forward to see what you guys think about the whole situation. I'm not going to make any calls from here. I'll wait to see what you guys say, and I guess we'll go from there. So guys, smash that like button, write us a comment, and subscribe. Make sure you go to SAMMIT.net and grab yourself some merch, and I'll catch you all in tomorrow's video. Peace out. Jamata.
Yeah! Just look at that.